Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me here today. My name is Rishabh Sawant, and I'm not a financial advisor. Now, this video is going to be a proof that I'm really not a financial advisor. That's because I have lost a ton of money on stocks like Tattooed Chef by following YouTubers like Jeremy Financial Education. Now, I started watching Jeremy like 4 years ago, and I stumbled upon his YouTube videos because I was searching for stuff regarding stock market, like the really basic stuff, like what is PE ratio, what is market cap. And at that point of time, he was doing these really educational videos in regards to the stock market. And that's how I got to know Jeremy. That's how I started following him. And then I think after he bought Tesla, he made a lot of money because Tesla stock like went up by 10x or maybe even 20x for him because he bought way earlier. And after he made that amount of money, he started buying more and more stocks that were a little bit more risky. For example, Tattooed Chef was one of his biggest holdings throughout 2020, 2021. During COVID, that's all he used to talk about. And looking at that, I started buying Tattooed Chef as well. Now, I shouldn't be blaming him, but he was the reason why I bought Tattooed Chef. You see, I know that it's not right to blame him, but when somebody has such a big following, I think they should be held responsible. Now, I started buying Tattooed Chef back in 2021. I first started buying Tattooed Chef when I first heard about it from Jeremy. And I started doing my own research about the company, but I was doing the research through a tunnel vision. I really wanted a stock that would like 10x my investment. And I think it's one of the first few stocks that I bought that was during the lockdowns, the COVID lockdowns that were going on. And after that, I started buying more and more, and I'll just quickly show you like how much I bought and how much I'm down. So let's jump into my screen now. As you can see here, I have 173 shares and my average is $19.30. The stock is currently trading at $1.40. So I bought it. My average, I first started buying, I believe, when it was like $25, $26. And at that point of time, even Jeremy was buying, even all these other YouTube guys were talking about it and they were buying in that range. And they were talking about how it can go up to like $40, $50. I think the market cap would have been about, okay, at $19 something, the market cap was about 2 billion. And at that point of time, we were all talking about how this could be a $20 billion market cap company. It would that's a 10x growth. So I started buying at 26, and then after that I lowered my cost basis, and it's down to 9. And at the last I bought, it went down to $19. And you can see here the the total that I invested is 173 times 19.3, so that's about, I believe, $3,700 or so, or maybe $3,500 or so, and I have lost $3,339.10. So right now the value of that investment is only $242. So that's a huge loss. That's a loss of $3,114. And if you think about it in terms of percentage, that's a loss of 92%. Now, I know that this amount here, the actual dollar amount, it's not really much. It's not much for many people. It's not much for me either. I mean, it is a substantial, nobody wants to lose money at the end of the day, isn't it? But it's not, you can say that it could have been worse. So, because at one point of time I wanted to invest my entire savings into this company, and luckily I did not do that. But still, this is quite a big percentage of my portfolio because at that point of time during the COVID restrictions, when everyone was at home thinking about what to do, I started learning about investing, and that's when I started investing, and this was one of the first stocks that I bought. my entire portfolio right now does not look that great, my stock portfolio. But I think this is my worst holding. So the lesson learned: do not believe whatever you see on YouTube. Do not follow YouTubers blindly. That's the lesson that I learned, and I hope that that's the lesson that you learn as well. Because the best way of investing right now, the more I read into it, the more I learn that the best way of investing is just investing in ETFs. You can s- you can pick individual stocks, but the risk is very high. I'm 30 right now, and losing 92% in one stock is not really something that I want to do, and that I can't afford to do it right now, because I have plans for myself in the next 2 to 3 years. So lesson learned: I will, from now on, I will be investing more in ETFs, and I will be talking more about it and on my channel. And in my next video, I will show you the rest of my portfolio. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I have lost a lot more than this, but I plan to recover from this. In fact, I did not post on YouTube for the last 4 months. That's because I was just trying to wrap my head around what just happened. And it's not nice to see this happening to you, but that's a reality. And I hope that I come back stronger from this, and I will do everything that I can to make sure that I recover all these losses and make much more than what I have lost. I think it's part and parcel of the game. To make money, you have to lose money, at least when you start out. Uh, I'm just glad that I did not lose more than what I have lost, because I lost in the early part of my investing career when I was still in my 20s, late 20s. So uh, imagine making this kind of losses when I'm, let's say, 40 or 50. That would have been something that I could not potentially recover from. But right now I have my whole life ahead of me, so I will get a little bit more conservative in my approach to investing, uh, and invest more wisely. And I have seen posts on Reddit about how Jeremy took money from Tattooed Chef, or rather, Tattooed Chef paid him, and they put it under their marketing expense. And it was like an undisclosed marketing expense that they had to pay fine for to the SEC for not disclosing it. So if you think about it, what kind of marketing expense they could have that they would be ready to pay a fine for instead of disclosing that particular marketing expense? I mean, if it was just about their branding, brand awareness to grow their brand, that is something that any company would just disclose. There is nothing to hide. So there have been speculations that that particular marketing expense could be the money that they were paying Jeremy to pump up their stock. So in hindsight, right now, it looks like a really stupid thing to do, to blindly believe somebody like Jeremy and invest so much into a stock like this. In terms of the dollar value, it's not much, but in terms of the percentage that it made up of my portfolio, it's quite a lot, because I think it made up about 30% of my portfolio, and losing 92% in that is it took a really big hit on my portfolio. So I hope everyone can learn from this, because we all make mistakes, but we shouldn't repeat those mistakes again. Learn from it and move on. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, and let me know if you have lost anything like I have. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.